What's up, people?
You gotta give it time, man. There's a lag. So now they're starting to see us at the right time. So just so you know.
Come on, not quite on Facebook yet. Come on, Facebook. Da-da-da-da-da. There it is. Hello, everybody. Good to see you.
You can do it.
Ah, gosh. Let me go ahead and put this out there on my
You
feed.
can do it. That's not gonna work. Yeah, man. So yay, football.
Yay, football.
Go team football.
Go team football. As you're being distracted with Splinter Land.
I'm like, you don't even understand. It's so intense. So intense, man. You've got to understand. Hi, Brett. It's intense, Brett.
You're hilarious. I'm just saying.
What's going on? So football. You have a game starting here in about 30 minutes, right?
Game starts in less than an hour, 50 minutes.
There you go.
8:20.
Happy times.
There we go. All right. And we are live on Vim. We are live on Twitch.
Vim.
We are live on Facebook. And we are live on Twitter.
Hi, Vim. Hi, Twitter. No one's going to watch on Twitter because you still haven't understood how to put hashtags.
No, I got the tags in the Twitter. Yes, I do.
I bet you don't. Let me check. Hi, Katie.
Hi, Katie.
Hello, Katie.
There's two tweets.
I'm checking right now.
There's two tweets. The first one has the tags you want.
Yeah, but that doesn't do anything. And you don't even tag Hive in that. Like, well, you want people to come, you should put Hive in. And then the second one where it's actually live, there's absolutely nothing. There's no tags in the second one. So you have two.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, John. I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. I mean, I used the restream to put tags in there. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Bro, I wouldn't even be able to tell you, to be honest. I'm not that smart, man. Like, look at me. You know what I mean? Like,
fourth quarter trailing by 1. Which game are you talking about?
Yeah, what's he talking about?
Here long, just dropping. Happy Hanukkah to you, Katie, and your family.
Happy Hanukkah. Happy lighting of the candle day. Isn't that what it's called? Or no? Yeah.
Yeah, 8 days of lighting candles.
8 days of lighting candles. Nice. Yeah, man. It's exciting times. I hope everyone's excited. I'm excited. I'm thrilled. I'm happy.
It is the holiday season.
It is. It's very strange, though. I'll never understand the American Thanksgiving so close to Christmas. It's very weird.
It's been that way for over 100 years since Lincoln did it in 1865, I believe, as a matter of fact.
Very, very odd. But hey,
I mean, yours is in October, so
what happened? Sorry,
I said yours is
October. Yeah, ours is like a month and a half ago. So,
Katie, I just want to, since you're going to be here, very short. I just want to say, the way they're playing today, the Green Bay Packers are the best team in the NFC right now, in my opinion. The Green Bay Packers are the best team in the NFC. They are just manhandling the Rams. Hello, Eliot Big E Lamba. What's up, brother?
Hi, Eliot Big E Lamba.
What's up, guys?
Oh, you know.
Football stuff.
Thank
you, Katie. I love my hat, and I love my hat, too. Yes, they are, Katie. And you don't tell me you don't want to hear that because it's a jinx. I'm just saying, right now, the Packers are the best team in the NFC. Aaron Rodgers is the man, and I'm just saying.
Hi, Katie.
He's just phenomenal. I'm sorry. They're the best team in the NFC right now.
Yes, Brett.
Dawson Knox, we trust. Brett Murphy.
Yes, Brett. We are learning. Say it with me. Best tight end in football. Say it.
Oh, no,
Say it. Try it. Try it on for size. It's great. No? All
right.
I'm not there yet.
No.
You're not there yet?
Not there yet on that one.
Yeah, what's up, your boy Kittle, man? Holy crap, I'm losing my damn game because of this jackhole.
Well, that's because they're too busy giving the ball to Debo.
Didn't he get hurt?
Yeah, he did.
Got a groin injury.
Debo was so fun to watch, Ellie. He really is. He was so much fun to watch.
He is. You
No,
just
he's
got to see
not.
how serious.
I don't like it. I want him to just throw the damn ball. Little checkdowns. It's a PPR league I'm in, man. Just throw it to freaking Kittle. I don't care if it's 1 yard. Just throw the damn.
Yeah, he was throwing to Elijah Mitchell. He was throwing to Ayuk. He was throwing to Debo, and Debo was running too. You know, Debo had running plays, and that kind of minimized Kittle's, availability in that game.
Yeah.
He didn't get a whole lot of targets or touches.
Ken's having trouble connecting. I told him to keep trying, so we'll see what's going on with Kenny.
Ken.
Jack will drink. Yes, Katie. Okay, I'll drink.
Always. You're drinking again? I thought you weren't drinking.
Water.
Oh, there you go. I'm having tea Earl Grey.
I'm having a good
Sir
old
Patrick Stewart, it's very nice to meet you.
classic.
There you go.
There you go.
Canada Dry, 0 sugar.
I am here for it. Let's see how we do tonight, guys. You guys excited?
I'm anxious.
Are
Because
you?
my game hasn't opened yet. My game hasn't started yet. So
Well, let me
what,
let
Elliot?
me share my screen. Let me share my screen. I'll show you. Here,
They
hold
getting
on.
ready to, they,
Hold
they
on.
getting ready. They're getting ready to shove Baker Mayfield into a wood chipper here in Cleveland pretty soon.
What are you sharing, John?
Just share. I'm just what I'm doing. Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Let's
come
give it a
on.
try.
Now, John,
Here we
come
go.
on.
Hold on. This is technically sports. This is esports. Okay, here we go. All right, we got a Heat Smith. We got another Heat Smith. We got an alchemy potion. We got art energy crystals. That's money. We got another card. Look at all these NFTs I'm getting. Oh, 56. That's money. That's another card. And what we got here? Last card. 3 Heat Smiths. Okay, thanks.
Oh, God. Ken Costello in the house.
Hi,
What time
Ken.
you connected, man?
I don't know what was going on, but I'm here.
We got the whole gang back together after a couple weeks. Good to have you back.
You're in Texas. That explains all.
He's in Texas. That explains all.
Right.
Ass.
All right, guys. So it's the traditional Thanksgiving weekend where we have 3 games on Thursday. We have a regular slate of games today, and then of course tonight my Browns play the Ratbirds, and then tomorrow night we got a Monday night game. I don't even know who's playing tomorrow night, for God's sake.
I do commendable too.
I do want to give a shout out to Ken and send in my thoughts and prayers for that performance the Cowboys put up on Thanksgiving Day.
You mean the performance that the refs put up on that day?
Yes. I mean, God, it was the most flagged game of the season, like 28 flags or 21 flags or something like that.
Talk about Aaron.
This is what's called flag football.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Talk about airing your dirty laundry.
Yeah, flag football. Hey, look who's here, guys. Jen in the house. Pixie is in the house.
Jen, you just missed it. I just opened my Splinterlands Daily Quest just now, and they got really mad, so it only lasted for 5 seconds. So yeah. I tried to put Splinterlands content in here, and then
Thank you, Brett. Seattle and Washington tomorrow night. Boring. Anyway, although I do have DK Metcalf playing for me tomorrow night. A shout out, thank you to
nothing. Jen. I didn't get anything.
A Mr. What's his name? Hold on a second.
Billy.
Leonard Fournette.
Yes.
For falling out for me today in fantasy football. I want to say thank you.
44 fantasy points.
Yes, 44 fantasy points. Yes.
See, that's the kind of season. That's the kind of season I had. I never had guys score 30, 40 points.
Yeah, John, she's watching from Twitch, so that's
because no one goes on Facebook anymore.
Yeah, I know. Well, she's watching from Twitch, which is a first for us because we've never had anybody watch from Twitch before.
It's like a bunch of dinosaurs here with the social media stuff.
I wouldn't get on Twitch. I don't get on Twitch, so that's probably why.
Yeah.
Can I give a quick shout out?
Go ahead, Ken.
I'd like a quick shout out to Hassan Haskins for giving me 46 points in my fantasy league yesterday. So.
I want a quick shout out to the Michigan Wolverines and
Oh,
Jim Har-
for the love of everything.
Yeah.
We just lost John
let me
again.
know. Hey, I apparently know it was a big deal because that's all Twitter was about. So if we're gonna talk NCAA, just let me know. I'll just get off because I'm not.
No, I just want.
I'm not feeding into that crap.
I've already given Ken his kudos for Michigan beating Ohio State.
Yes, because Ken had everything to do with it.
Are
Why
we
are you
not
giving
allowed-
Ken
Hey,
kudos?
wait a
did.
second. Are we
You
not
did, yeah.
allowed to throw barbs at one
They
another
finally listened
anymore?
to me.
Is that a rule that changed while I was gone?
No.
It's
We're
the
still throwing balls.
NCAA time. It's let's all
All I
talk
was
about.
doing was throwing a dig at Scott. That's
Yeah,
all.
you know what? Which is normal. I get thrown digs all the time.
The air must be heavy up there in Canada today.
Dude, it's great. It's actually we've it's good, man.
Well, it's depriving you of oxygen, dude.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're not allowed to go outside anymore.
not
Apparently.
You're going off for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
I don't like talking NCAA either, but anytime
Thank you.
I
I
get a
know
chance
you're with me on that. So I
anytime
appreciate
I get a chance to stick it to Scott, I'm gonna stick it.
What he said, yes.
I don't even give a shit if it's freaking what's that game?
I don't understand if he actually went.
What's that game? Curling.
Curling.
Even if it was curling, dude, if I could get a dig on Scott over curling, it's there.
Oh God.
I'm in.
I hate you all. I'm just gonna say it right now.
Nice.
Scott, we're gonna have to do our own one-on-one college football thing and just ignore.
I'm beginning to think we're gonna do a one-on-one college sports show and like
yes,
fine with me. I will make sure and
like on Saturday nights or something. You know what I'm saying? You know, just
like
you and
that.
me, Ken, doing.
It doesn't matter what night you put it on. I won't be there.
I know Eliot and John won't join us, but I know you and I will have a good time.
Thank gosh, I've got someone who's
I'd rather watch paint dry.
I know you would, guys. I know you would.
But this is the biggest thing. Okay, forget it. You guys started it, so now we're going to beef about it. This is all your fault, Scott. So you didn't even go to Ohio State. Like, I'd understand if you went to the school.
But he's from Ohio.
Time out.
I don't get that at all.
What?
Like,
all right,
at
John.
all.
But he's from Ohio.
So what, John? You liked the University of Florida at one point in time, yet you didn't go to the University
because
of Florida.
I wasn't like I liked it. Like, oh my gosh, my life stood still on Saturdays because the college football was on. I liked it because all I had in Canada back in those days was force-fed Michigan crap. And I didn't like it because my dad used to live down there and used to drag me down to Detroit and Lansing and all these pissant. Sorry, I love you, Michigan. You're great. I love you, Nosy. This is what I had to deal with. So I went with, because the only other option I had was the Gators games. There was Gators games and then Michigan State and Michigan Wolverines games. And I didn't know anything about it. I was a kid. I was like, oh, it's got a gator. It's a cool little cartoon gator. I like that team. Like, I didn't know. Dude.
Well, anyways. I did not go to Ohio State. Ken, did you go to the University of Michigan?
I did not. In my dreams I did, but I did not.
There you go.
I didn't go to any university.
I follow Michigan is because, one, I've always liked them, and two, my school, Texas Arlington, dropped football 30-something years ago, and we can't get it back. So I've got to follow somebody. So might as well back again.
And me being from Ohio, I've always been a Buckeyes fan. I don't care if I win or not. You know, I didn't. You know, I don't have a college degree. I went to a local community college here in St. Petersburg and didn't graduate. So I mean, but you know, I'm from Ohio, so Ohio is all Buckeyes all the time.
I didn't go to college, so I could cheer or root or talk shit about whoever I want to.
Hello, Facebook user.
Who's the Facebook user? Let's find out.
Who is the Facebook user?
I'm signed in.
That was Kim Martin. She still hasn't clicked the link.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
Click the link, Kim.
She tried. She said she got it. She went through a paywall, which I don't get.
Johnny Coin.
Yeah.
Jen.
Johnny Coin. Even I'm following him on Twitch. Jen, come on.
I can't even type. Why can't I type in this chat?
You got to type in the Facebook chat or in Twitch chat or something like that.
Well, I'll go to Facebook because I'm old.
I hope that the Browns keep the game competitive while we're on the air, because I'd hate to really see.
You know what? I may pull a John tonight and just.
Dude, that's what I do, man.
If the Ravens get out far ahead early,
I'm gonna hear it from both of you, from all three of you. I know it. That's okay.
No, we won't be able to say anything over the crying and the whining.
Yeah. Well, the good news is the Browns are as healthy as they've been all season long. So we'll see how it goes. So anyway,
did that even work? Oh, it did work. Look at that.
Yeah, there you go, John. You did it. Where on Facebook? Yeah.
Facebook. Thanks, Jen.
So let's start with the Bills propaganda going back to Thursday night.
Dude, I don't like it
was a scrimmage.
Yeah, I mean it was probably the worst case scenario for that game.
But that's what happens when you go up against Trevor Siemian. What can you expect? New Orleans didn't stand a chance in that game. No Kamara.
Well,
you got Siemian at quarterback. They got really no wide receivers to speak of.
Now we're kind of screwed though.
New Orleans is only in contention because of their defense.
And their defense was pretty suspect.
And the defense got shot up.
Yeah, did anybody see Marshawn Lattimore get undressed by Stephon Diggs? How much fun was that?
I think they had too much fucking turkey before the game is what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
They came out and played just like it. Turkeys.
Yeah. So, John, what do you think? What did Buffalo show you Thursday night?
It showed me that we're absolutely screwed. That's what it showed me.
Why?
Because Tre'Davious White blew his ACL.
Oh, yeah.
That's
a big loss.
Who's our quarterbacks now? Dane Jackson and Levi Wallace.
Yep.
And now you're about to go to a Monday Night Football game with the hottest team in football.
I'm not scared at all, dude. Who's he going to throw it to? He's going to throw it down the middle.
Good thing it's a Monday night game. Good thing it's a Monday night game, and we don't have to, deal with.
Yeah, you guys don't have to deal with my shenanigans. I'm not scared of the Patriots. Whatever.
It's going to be interesting to see, though.
Dude, the problem is for quarterbacks with cannons now, they can just target our cornerbacks. They're gonna have to play a lot more zone though, because
you can't fill those shoes. That's for sure.
No, you can't. I mean, Tre'Davious White is arguably the best corner in the league. Like, he did not allow a single touchdown this year. Like, out of all the times he was targeted, never one touchdown. So what do you do? I mean, we got. I'm laughing. What happened?
Good one, Brett.
Brett, I will not be a Bucs fan if the Browns lose. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. I was actually rooting for Indianapolis today. If you just for the record, except for the Leonard Fournette thing, I just want to.
Why were you rooting for Indianapolis?
Yeah, really?
Because they were playing the Bucs, and it just
You don't like the Bucs? Your name was Brown Buck. What are you talking about? How do you not like the Bucs now?
This is true.
Because he's a fair weather fan, dude. That's why.
I don't get it. That was your.
Even when it's fair weather,
hold it. First, you criticized me for liking two teams. Now I'm down to one team.
No. I like two teams
now.
I like
not in
two
football.
Teams.
I don't like two teams in football. Like
I do.
What
the fuck is wrong with that?
So you like two teams in hockey?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
There you go.
I live in a
Toronto,
city.
Now you live in Edmonton, so now you like it well.
Yeah, and I'm not like a diehard hockey fan like I am a football fan. So for me, it's like, okay, I live in Edmonton, and they got
technically
awesome
you do have a second football team, and that's the Green Bay Packers.
Look, I'm a 49ers fan, and I will root for any successful New York team, which aren't many.
Well, the Giants had a good day today.
Buffalo's doing great. What are you talking about?
Who?
Buffalo's doing fantastic.
Oh, Buffalo. I mean, I'm talking about
meant New York City, John.
New York
It's
City.
actually New Jersey.
Well, they're not even in New York City. So
downstate teams. The downstate teams.
Now it's the downstate, but they're not even in the state.
They're not even in New York anymore. They're in New Jersey.
You mean Philly? You're cheering for Philly then? That's the logic. Ken just raged. I don't blame you. Yeah, man, crazy. Anyways, they did what they were supposed to do, man, on Thursday. I mean, I don't think anybody was thinking if it would have been a close game or something, then I think it would have been an issue. But Buffalo beat the piss out of them, and it was supposed to happen. And then the worst thing that could possibly happen out of that game, other than Josh Allen going down, was Tre'Davious White. He's number 2 on the team, in my opinion, for importance. Yeah. So you have your all-pro freaking.
Isn't he like your field general on defense?
Well, kind of. I mean, they have a few. It's like Poyer and Hyde really do a lot, and Edmonds in the middle and stuff. But
usually the linebackers are the ones that that really put the emphasis on.
And that's
calling-
like Edmonds is usually running
it,
around
Dan.
calling shit. So, yeah.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, Kim says that she's hoping that the downstate team, in quotes, keeps winning with Gilman because rumor is Gilman's gone at the end of the season. So
didn't they beat
Edelman.
the Eagles today, right?
They beat the Eagles today. Yes,
Jalen Hurts was hurting.
Jalen Hurts.
They didn't have any
terrible
offensive. They didn't have any offensive revelations today or anything with Freddie Kitchens as the offensive coordinator.
No, you know what? The problem was the Eagles relied too much on the pass as opposed to the run game, which has gotten them where they are right
But they got no receivers.
That's my
Hi,
point.
Jen. Thanks for coming.
What do they got? Darius and Kenny Galladay, who's a suspect receiver anyway.
Yeah, and they never use Saquon. I mean, what's Saquon?
Well, who's that receiver that was drafted just before Jefferson? I mean, the Vikings.
Tony. That motherfucker's always hurt.
Yeah.
No, Rager.
Darius Tony?
No, it was Rager.
Oh, Rager on Philly.
Yeah,
Jalen Rager.
Jalen Rager. Every time, and the saying goes is that every time Jefferson scores a touchdown, an Eagles fan loses his wings because the Eagles took Rager before Jefferson. So I mean, it was this pick just before the Vikings took Jefferson. So I mean,
Jalen Rager had a lot of hype coming out of college.
In case you're wondering, that is Monte Rager's son.
What's that, Ken?
I said, in case you're wondering, that is Monte Rager's son.
Monte Rager, who did he play for?
He was in the NFL for a while. I'm trying to think.
Who is he?
I can't remember.
He's Jalen Rager's father.
Yeah. He was in the NFL for a while. Came out of Texas
Who
Tech.
needs Google? You have Ken.
Yeah, we don't. Who needs Giggle? We got Google. We got Ken. You're right.
Exactly.
Ken is a football encyclopedia, man.
Absolutely. That's why he's on the show because he's a football encyclopedia.
Oh, you don't have him on the show because you like him? Like,
Dude, I've known him for 21 years, so yes, of course, but still.
Dude, I mean, like, at least he's a nice guy.
But see, John, he's not just a football encyclopedia. He is a sports encyclopedia.
I don't know if he knows everything about curling, though.
What about the
but
Eagles?
he knows a lot more about
only what I've seen
European football than you do.
What about the Eagles? There was a rumor they were winning because they were playing smash mouth football.
Well, they didn't do it today.
They got punched in the mouth today.
Yep.
What, Jalen Hurts have 8 fantasy points?
Yes.
Oh, it was horrible. It was absolutely awful, man. Like 3 interceptions. Like it was pathetic, man. And usually, like the saving grace, even if Philly like stinks the bed, like Hurts, you'll put up 20 or 30 points
In garbage time.
In garbage time.
Couldn't,
like,
he couldn't do that today.
That. Yeah.
That defense of the Giants was putting it down today.
Yeah, that's pretty bad when the defense of the Giants is putting in work, man. I mean, you're just, hey, man, it's
plus
the
they
AFC,
came in on a short
NFC
week.
least. So
they came in on a short week too, because they played on Monday Night Football.
Mm-hmm.
So even with
so
that,
Dallas has got that division, like no question. Like,
well, yeah, by default because everybody else in the division sucks. That's why.
Yeah.
I've seen a few memes to that effect on Facebook.
Yeah, well, Ken, are you still? I mean, Dallas still is in the driver's seat in that division, despite their performance against the Raiders.
Yeah, but they're in the trunk when it comes to being contenders at this point.
I think so too. I think they've got a lot of work to go.
I think they got ejected back to the trunk. They're not even in the back seat. They're back in the trunk right now.
Now you're slamming Ken. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks for that.
Brett with the Google.
Brett with the Google.
Brett
with the
Google.
Oh. Oh.
Anywho.
All I know is that I benched Derek Carr because the Cowboys had the number 4 ranked defense. And Derek Carr who scored 9 points each of his last 2 games. Okay, going up against the number 4 ranked defense, and he freaking puts up 25 fantasy on my bench. This week was so bad. I had Andy Dalton and Daniel Jones as my quarterback.
Oh my god! I'm so sorry, Eliot.
But guess what? They scored me 37 points.
That works.
Echo.
Go figure. When Andy Dalton is outscoring Jalen Hurts in fantasy football.
Yep. Who knows?
That's the kind of season fantasy football has been this year.
Yep.
Where it's just the sublime is just ridiculous when it comes to fantasy this year.
Yep.
Because you take a look. I mean, I've taken a look at some of the lists of the players and their totals at the end of the week, and you'll have somebody like Devontae Adams had the 12th most points, and somebody that you never heard of that just came up from the practice squad, had a game out of his mind, and he scores more than Devontae Adams by a long shot. That's the kind of season it's been.
It's
you know
insane.
what I'm saying? You're getting these unknown players that come out of nowhere. Nobody knows them, but some people are fortunate enough to pick them up. This year's been more about rolling dice than anything else, I believe.
Yeah. We're all getting
because
good
there hasn't
scraps
been a
this year.
whole lot of consistency. There hasn't been a whole lot of consistency, especially from the big players. You know what I'm saying? 1 week they'll be good, 1 week they'll suck shit. Like, who needs Jalen Hurts to have a shit game this far into the season? You know what I'm saying?
It's just ridiculous, man. Redunculous.
But yet, he gets outscored by, I'm sure Trevor Siemian had a better game than
I don't know, man.
Not by much, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's been upside down.
Well, I mean, you know what? And Sean Payton is working magic as far as their record is concerned because they have not been great all along. They lose Jameis Winston into a torn ACL. Trevor Siemian has been journeyman worth at most. And unfortunately, I have to put him into my lineup next week because Aaron Rodgers is off next week. So I got to use him. He's on my roster. I got to use him next week.
Who?
Trevor Siemian.
Why do you have Trevor Siemian as a quarterback on your fantasy football team?
Because he was like the best one out there. I'm gonna have to do some searching this week to see if I can get somebody off.
Yeah, make
John,
a trade.
Hey, John, didn't you hear me? I had Andy Dalton and Daniel Jones.
Well, yeah, because in your league, there's 15,000 people on the bench, so no one does any trades, and there's no waiver wire.
Oh, no, there's a lot of trades in our league. There's a lot of trading going on.
So why do you have Trevor Siemian, man? You should have been wheeling and dealing.
The injuries happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's another thing that's been a big impact on fantasy this year too.
I've been riding with Jalen Hurts. So
freaking injuries, really dude. Injuries have been, I mean, it's derailed a lot of players.
Well, Dalvin Cook looks like he's toast now. Too,
yeah,
right?
now it's going to be
everybody's
going to be going after Madison now.
Yeah, Brett, I'm looking at Matt Ryan for next week. I'm thinking about putting him in as opposed to Trevor Siemian.
Well, now that he has Cordarrelle back.
Yeah, and Patterson had a great game today. He just overall, God, I don't know who's better out of the backfield, Cordell Patterson or Debo. So I mean, it's just God.
If I had to put my money on it, I'd say Debo, but Cordero stays on the field more than Debo does.
Yes, he does, and I think Debo got hurt today too.
Because look at, I'm all up in it now because the 49ers look like they're turning a corner. They're starting to make noise. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, another injury.
I think it was Schefter that announced today that the Niners are going to move on from him from Garoppolo.
Yeah, they're going to trade him. They're going to trade him
and go with Trey Lance next year.
Oh, next year.
Next year.
2022. Yeah.
Short of a Super Bowl victory, they're gonna move on from Garoppolo.
Yeah, they're not even gonna have a Super Bowl appearance yet.
So,
madness.
What I thought was the game of the day was that Tampa Bay Indy game. That was back and forth.
As a catcher, Brett, this ain't fucking baseball, dude.
I know.
They're called receivers.
Are you guys seeing the same thing I am? Carson Wentz is actually playing pretty good these days.
Well, because he's in a system that works for him. Remember, he played under Frank Reich when he was in Philadelphia.
That's what I think. And
when he did well.
And we mentioned this before the season that Frank Reich might be the difference for Carson Wentz, and thus far
he doesn't need to
they
do
had
anything.
a great relationship when they were in Philly. and the knee injury is what put him
Well,
up.
when you got JT in your backfield, it helps a lot too. But
not
still,
not
I
only
mean,
that, he doesn't. First of all, it's a pretty decent O line, right?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
they like it's like there's no long bombs. Like Carson Wentz isn't dropping 40-yard tosses downfield.
he had a
He's
couple
throwing
long
it to
guys.
Ty. He's throwing it to Pittman.
And it also helps that defenses have to stack the box because of that beast they got in the backfield, Jonathan.
Exactly. So you have Jonathan Taylor in the background who can go off for 350 yards anytime.
And when
he
you're
wants
stacking
to.
right, and when you're stacking the box, that's leaving the receivers one-on-one. They can't even play a zone.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it looks like Carson's having fun playing football again, which is good.
Yeah.
And again, Frank Reich has been the difference for him and his system. And again, he's got a strong O-line. He's got a great running back. He's got decent receivers. And
That's
and
another
the
thing he
system
didn't
that
have
Frank
before.
Reich runs allows those receivers to get into spots where they're open and he can hit those open receivers. So
That being said, I'm checking the box score. Did they win today? Oh no.
no, they didn't.
lost.
No, they didn't. They lost. But still, I mean,
No, I know.
Carson-
That was a pretty good quarterback duel between Carson and Brady in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was. But the Indy gave Brady too much time at the end of the game,
Always.
and they marched right down the
People
field.
always-
You
That's,
can't
that's,
do
what my,
that.
that's what my kid said. He's like, you guys
can't do
gave
that
them
with
the lead.
Brady, and you can't do that with Aaron Rodgers.
Right. I mean,
If
Right.
you leave too much time, those two
Carson-
guys are like surgeons.
Carson threw for over 300 yards today, and he had 3 touchdowns, but he also had 2 picks. So I mean, that was probably the
Leonard
difference.
Fournette ate that defense for lunch,
Sure did.
dinner, and saved a little bit for snack tonight.
Yeah, well, Leonard Fournette, FOUR-net, was definitely great today.
He netted 4 touchdowns.
4 touchdowns.
Yep.
See that? Yeah.
Play on the word there.
Play on words there.
Four
Yeah,
nuts.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what
Carries
happens
for
when you have a
100
running back who can actually play, right? I mean,
He ran for 3 touchdowns and he caught 1.
Look, Fournette was a stud when he played in Jacksonville until he couldn't play there anymore.
Because they weren't using him right.
Yeah, exactly. They gave up on him. I mean,
Yeah, I
think
really
about it.
enjoy watching him play, man.
Remember the playoff
Bucks are
game where
using
they
Fournette
beat
more like
Pittsburgh?
he was using LSU.
Yes.
Remember the playoff game when they beat Pittsburgh and he took off on that 80-something yard run, to beat the Steelers in the playoffs?
Yeah.
And Leonard Fournette just got derailed, but now he's in a system that works for him.
Yeah,
playing
because
for the
they're
best
using him out of the
quarterback to
backfield.
He's playing for the best quarterback to ever lace up.
Right,
some
and he
cleats.
had 7 catches today, so they're using him out of the backfield too.
And the wide receiver core is freaking stellar.
Rob Gronkowski, 123 yards today. 7 catches, 123 yards.
Wow.
Vintage Gronk.
And just last year, he was in WWE winning 24/7.
He was running over people today. I saw Gronk. He was running people over today.
Dude, when Gronk and Brady are on their game, everybody else
You
seems
can't
to
defend it. You
follow
can't
along.
defend it.
No, and the thing with it is,
It opens it up.
Tampa had 5 total touchdowns, 4 of which by Fournette. The other one was by Ronald Jones, with a rushing touchdown. Brady only threw 1 touchdown today, and only threw for 2.
He didn't need to because
he
the
didn't
running
need to.
game was working.
Correct.
I mean, now that Tampa has a running game, they're even more dangerous.
What's that, Ken?
Wasn't it 2 touchdowns? One touchdown pass and then one to Fournette?
Yeah.
No, total 1. No, but that 1 to Fournette was his only touchdown pass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
That
see
1 to
what-
Fournette was his only
Okay.
touchdown pass. So
But
he also
look,
threw a pick today too.
if Tampa, if this trend goes on for Tampa with Fournette running the way he did today, that makes Tampa, I think, the best team in the NFC right now.
You know what? Green Bay and Tampa is going to be a great matchup in the playoffs.
That's
It's
what
gonna
I'm
be a
saying.
phenomenal
Those
matchup
two
in the playoffs.
are 1A and 1B. No
Yes.
matter which way you want to stack them.
I think it's safe to say LA ain't it.
No, the
No.
Rams are not in. They've been
But,
exposed the last 2 weeks.
Odell found the end zone.
I know. It was like
Before.
50-yard touchdown for Odell. It was like, yeah, ODB, yeah. Or OBJ. Is it OBJ or
OBJ?
ODB?
OBJ, yes. He gets
I'll
his
call him
first
ODB,
touchdown, yes.
man.
ODB was a rapper, dude.
Yes. Yeah, I'm
Oh, dirty
very
bastard.
well aware. Okay. very well aware.
We need to respect those that are gone, yo.
Yes,
ODB.
yes. Rest in peace, old
was
dirty
one of
Russell
a kind,
Jones.
yeah.
Rest in peace, Russell Jones. There you
We'll
go.
go ahead and put OBJ out there.
But yeah, Eliot, I think you're right. Tampa and Green Bay are 1 and 2, 1A, 1B.
1A, 1B,
right.
dude.
Yeah.
Because I tell you what, either one of those teams, especially when they can go out and gut out a game like today on the road.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
it's just, it was about this time last year that Tampa went on the run. That
You're right. Yeah.
took them to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And if they got Brady gelling, Fournette gelling, the receivers, Gronk, and the defense.
Well, to be honest, Brady has not looked like Brady the last few weeks. He's been very mediocre as far as the offense.
That's because they're doing it different in other ways. He's not taking it all upon himself.
Well, and they were
and he
coming
threw 4 touchdowns. Didn't he throw 4 touchdowns on Monday? Yeah, I do believe he threw 4 touchdowns against the Giants.
Giants won that game, didn't they? No, they didn't.
Oh.
No,
they got stomped 30-10.
Yeah, okay. Well, maybe.
I'm just saying, sometimes Brady could take a game off because he's got other people that can pick up the slack.
Well, plus Indy gave him 3.5 minutes to go at the end of the game too, which was way too much time.
That's way too much time.
Brady could score 2 touchdowns in that time frame, so it's it is what it is. But
look, right now, both
Brady
Green
can
Bay
score 2 touchdowns and eat 2 sandwiches in this time.
no bread,
right
bread
now,
though. He's vegan, no bread. No, he doesn't do.
Right now, Green Bay and Tampa are the 2 teams that are headed down that path to collide in the NFC Championship.
Yep, I agree. They're yeah, I think you're right.
Because I'll tell you what, and impressive, even though he can be an ass at times, is the fact that Rodgers playing on a broken toe, and he's eating people up.
Ken calls it a COVID toe, but that's okay.
COVID.
Yeah, actually they came up for it. It's called Tovid.
Tovid, yes, Ken. Yeah, that's right. Tovid, yes. Another one I looked at today. The Bengals routed the Steelers. Big Ben, newsflash, Big Ben's done.
Oh yeah,
he
was done before the season.
He's got to retire. I posted on Twitter he should retire now just to get it over with because he was pathetic today.
But here's the thing, dude. I don't think they're as pathetic as Cincinnati is just freaking good right now. Do you see
they beat the Ravens and they routed the Ravens and they routed the Steelers. However, they did lose to the Browns 41-10. I think that was the name.
That's fine. You know what? It seems like the Browns are their stigma. I get that. But right now,
the Browns match up
right now, you got
better than the Ravens or the Steelers.
You got Cincinnati playing with a Joe Mixon that nobody's actually seen before. He's playing his ass off.
Since his rookie year.
Yes.
Okay. Nobody has seen Joe Mixon put up these kind of numbers consistently.
I think he ran like 256 today, I think was his numbers.
No.
He had like 30. He had 32 fantasy points. That's all I know. 32.6, I think. And
Mixon was 165 he ran.
And then you got Jamar Chase and Boyd and Higgins.
How about that catch by Higgins in the end zone today? Oh my God, what a catch that was.
And Burrow ain't all that bad.
Well,
you know
Burrow was 20 of 24 for 190. Mixon had most of the work today.
That Cincinnati team can be a danger down the stretch.
I think right now the Bengals
especially
because
they play defense too.
I would say right now the Bengals are the favorite to win that division right now.
Well, it all depends on what they do with Baltimore and what they do tonight. No, what they do with Baltimore.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and if they go into Cleveland and beat Cleveland, then
and what they do against Cleveland because they've lost the last 3 to Cleveland.
Yeah.
They lost twice last year and in one game.
Yeah, Baker's like 4-1 or something like that, or 4-0 or something like that against
right.
the Bengals.
So if they can get past the Browns, then the Bengals probably
because the Browns seem to have been their Achilles heel the last couple of seasons. So
absolutely,
we'll see. I mean, depending on how because the Browns finish with Cincinnati this year at home.
But remember the right now Cincinnati is on an ascending pace.
Yes. The Browns
The
play the
Browns on a
Bengals.
descending pace.
Yeah, the Browns play the Bengals the last game of the season. We'll see what happens at that point. If that game may very well determine a playoff spot, if not the division, because we don't know what's going to happen with the Ravens.
Well, Baltimore's going to be in that mix somewhere.
Yeah.
Got a news flash for you. Tony Dungy and Drew Brees just picked the Browns to win tonight.
Oh Jesus, we're doomed. We're doomed. When Tony Dungy picks,
That means the Browns are going to lose.
That's not good news.
Hey, let me just say, appreciation for Drew Brees' in the booth commentary.
How about the
how
Who
much better was that than listening to Chris freaking
Well,
Collins?
not only that, but his hairline has gone from back here to up here now.
It's great. Good.
Oh yeah, the greatest.
Hair club
Hey,
for
the
men
greatest.
first, man.
The greatest hair comeback in the NFL.
Yeah, the hair plugs are too pale. Whatever he's doing, it's working.
Appreciated it. There was even no bias.
It was kind of cool
on
too when he
broadcast.
did the Who Dat chant with the crowd
Yeah.
in the pregame.
Yeah.
That was pretty.
Go Browns.
Oh, look at Clarky. Hey, Clarky, how you doing?
Hey, Clarky.
The Pats are number 1 seed if the Ravens lose tonight, so he's a big Browns fan tonight. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Clarky.
Yeah, if the Ravens lose tonight, that puts New England at the number 1 seed, right?
Yeah, John doesn't want to hear that, but it's fact.
Ugh.
I don't care.
He's the biggest Cleveland fan tonight,
I don't.
almost as much as Scott. Just for tonight.
I did when this jackhole franchise plays the Buffalo Bills next Monday, that tells me everything I need to know about the Pats. If they come in and beat the Bills, they're the best team. Until they do that,
Look, they
Didn't
got
the
to
Bills
play each other
beat the
twice.
Pats last year?
what's that?
Didn't the
We
Bills
gotta
beat
play-
the Pats last year?
They got to play each other twice in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Monday
now
Night
Clarky
Football, then
loves-
we go to-
Now Clarky loves Baker Mayfield. Oh, God.
why do you love Baker Mayfield?
This is why you can't read
Jesus
hype,
Christ.
man. You can't read when everyone's crowning the Buffalo Bills as Super Bowl
Oh,
favorites.
that's why. Okay.
Oh, come on.
He needs Baker Mayfield to beat the Ravens tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? That could happen so long as Lamar Jackson doesn't have to use the bathroom in the fourth quarter.
Okay,
This
Kenny,
actually, I'm looking
that
forward
last
to
that
this,
last
man.
Facebook user, Cat
Yeah.
Thomas in the house. Cat
Yes.
Thomas in the house.
Single babe.
Bengal Babe in the house. What's up, darling? Good to see you.
Yeah,
Quick
well,
one.
imagine that. The Bengals fans rooting for the Browns.
Well, I was rooting for the Bengals today because I hate the fucking Steelers.
Very weird. Yeah.
If he does, I'll be happy. I'm not. I mean, he's got 7 weeks to get it, Brett. So I don't care about Garrett getting the sack record for the Browns. Garrett was on NFL Network this morning, interviewed by Kay Adams, and he wants to get to 20 sacks this year. That's what he's hoping for. He's hoping to get 20 sacks this year. I think he can do it. But yes, Kat, it was a great
He's
game.
on a pace. He's on a pace to tie Michael Strahan.
Yes, he is. Yeah, Kat, I was very happy with the game today. I'm very, very happy for the Bengals and you for beating up on the Steelers. That was a great win for you guys.
I needed less T. Higgins and more Jamar Chase, personally. That's what I needed. But,
Well, you know what? It was because there was too much Joe Mixon.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
When
It
Joe
was definitely
Mixon,
the Joe Mixon appreciation day, as well as Leonard Fournette.
well,
too.
it was like Cordell Paris. It was Cordell Patterson Appreciation Day for Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You get these.
That's so funny. You can't read these idiot freaking experts that talk fantasy. You read it on Twitter and they're like, "Oh, Robinson is going to run all over Atlanta. He's going to be the number 1 fantasy running back this week." It's just like, where do they come up with this stuff? Someone explain.
The fantasy gurus, like our friend Derek Laughlin, come to find out they don't know very much about fantasy football. I'm just saying.
You know what they don't
because
account
they
for?
they use analytics
They do.
to break everything down. But the thing is when the numbers are skewed, when everything is not balanced, the checks and balances aren't what they used to be, then your whole system is upside down.
Yep.
And that's what's happening. And he even said it himself. He says, with the inconsistency of everyone all season long, it's hard to make predictions as to who's going to do well when.
Wow.
Because
Ken,
they
you see
don't
that?
do well every single week.
Yeah, you see that? She's pulling out the Scooby handle on you, buddy.
Yes, yes. That be me.
Yeah. For you guys that don't know, Ken's brother was in the hospital this past
Uh-huh.
week. He had a procedure. He had a stent put in. He is home, as far as I know.
His
Is that
first
not
one?
right?
Yes. He is
First one?
home. He is
He
very
did not
sore.
have a heart attack, but they caught it before.
Was it his first?
Now
wasn't
now
his-
they reversed it. They say he had a mild heart attack.
Oh,
What is
okay.
it? What
He had a
is it?
mild
His
heart
first
attack.
stint?
He's had one stint and may have another one in the future. Not right now. They're letting the meds take their turn and trying to strengthen him up a little bit. But he is very, very sore.
Oh yeah, dude. I have 4 of them. I have 4 of them myself.
He has got the hematoma from hell in his groinage, and it's
Groinage.
groinage. Yes, it is
He's not
nasty.
feeling it. He's not feeling it.
No, he is feeling it. He is feeling it. He's limping. He's limping like Aaron Rodgers.
Like Aaron Rodgers in his toe to toe.
Toe. Yeah, but he's doing good, and I appreciate all the thoughts and prayers and everything.
You know, Ken,
I really
like I told you
appreciate it.
earlier today, he's your brother. He's family to me. That's all that matters.
I appreciate that.
And my thoughts and my prayers are for you and your brother. Hopefully he gets better. And
I know you were strong enough to make it through your ordeal. I was very confident that your brother would do this.
I'm sure the toughness runs in the family.
Exactly. I don't see you guys as quitters.
No, we're not quitters. No. I made it this far. I ain't quitting now. So.
Right.
How do I fix that, Cat?
Tell us how you fix it, Cat. God, these people coming in from the old days can make me so nostalgic right now. Man, I'm telling you, it's awesome.
Finally.
And a real quick shout out. Ken and I lost a good friend of ours 4 years ago this month. Mama Ram, stomp on his foot. Jan Mama Ram, who was a good friend of ours from the old MSN chat, passed away 4 years ago this month. And her daughter made a great post this week, and I posted back on the thread. She was one of the funniest, nicest person on the web, and she knew more about football than most of us did. And she was a great people, and we miss her.
Yes, we do.
People forget about his other pain if you stomp on his foot, Ken. I love that.
You gotta get these people clicking on the link.
Yeah, let me do this. Hang on. I'm going to post the link again.
See what happens.
For those for Kat, and if
Kim's still here.
Kim is still here. Click on that link. It will connect your Facebook account to Restream, so that we can see your name in our chat on the show. Hopefully that'll work. If it just click on it, it should connect your Facebook account. It should not be a paywall like that. If there's any issues, let me know. I don't know why it's doing it, because Kim seemed to have an issue with it last week, but try it. Going back to
Are you referring to the Tennessee Titans, the mess in Nashville?
No, it's not to get you on camera.
No,
I'm sorry. It's just to connect your Facebook account.
We're the only ones on camera.
Restream, so we can see your.
It's to identify who you are.
So that we can see your name in our feed chat that you see on the right hand side. There, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can see your name with the rest of our viewers in the chat on our stream.
Okay, so can I address Brett's comment?
What's up with that mess in Nashville? Yes, go ahead, Eliot.
Hot chicken.
Look, Tennessee was on the verge of establishing themselves as a serious contender. You lose Derrick Henry, you lose Julio Jones, you lose A.J. Brown. Chances are you're no longer going to be a serious contender, but that's not of any fault of their own.
Right, Tennessee is the most injured team in the NFL right now. Has more injuries than any other team in the NFL.
Dude, they are the most decimated offense in football right now.
Next to New Orleans.
Yeah.
And with all those losses,
doesn't even have a quarterback
right now.
dude, with all those losses, I mean, I give Ryan Tannehill props for playing through that noise. You know what I'm saying? They were at a peak, and now they're just out. I mean, they're undermanned. Think about it.
Well, what are their 50 fans going to ever do this year?
Hope for another Music City Miracle.
It's a forward pass, man. Let's just leave it at that.
But no, I mean, yeah, it is a mess. That much I agree with. But, you know, I have to empathize because that's what happened to my 49ers last year. We were supposed to be a contender, and then all of a sudden, Garoppolo down, Kittle down, the whole freaking defense down. You know, so I kind of feel for the Titans fans because, hey, you don't want that to happen to your team. Not like that anyway. So, anyway, I'm done addressing it.
Well, Kat, once you click on it, you still got to click on the button that says allow. It says click on the button that says allow a restream to show my name.
Right.
When you click on it, you got to click on that button too, so we can see your name. Yes, I remember Beejmon, Kat. What happened? This is going back to our MSN days, guys. Yeah, I mean Tennessee is just a mess.
Decimated
with injury. I mean the Derrick Henry. There's going to be. I mean, I don't know if he's going to come back. They say he's able to come back by January. Who knows? But they may not. But they may not make the playoffs, so it won't matter.
Can I shift gears here real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Has LeBron become a major a-hole or what?
God, Jesus, God, you're going to bring up LeBron. Eliot,
Seriously though, look at what he's basically reduced himself to, getting fans thrown out of games. You know what I'm saying?
When he took his talents to South Beach, that's when he died to me.
Yeah,
elbowed this kid in the freaking eye.
Yeah, he's a bum, man.
You know what I'm saying? He's getting old. Yeah. He's starting to lose his edge. And now he wants to be a dirty player? Well, I think he's been a dirty player his whole career, though, I'll be honest with you. Because he's done some stuff that a lot of people never put emphasis on it. Why? Because it's LeBron. They want to set that to the side.
I'm going to share my screen real quick, guys. I'm going to share my screen real quick. Give me a second here. This is what you should see. That blue button that's what should come up on that link. And if you don't see it, for some reason, there's something wrong with the link. Because I clicked on the link, and this is what I got. That bottom blue button says allow restream to show my name. I don't know why it's not letting you do it. So I don't know. I'm going to stop sharing now. Sorry about that, guys.
Hey, Jamal.
Hey, Jamal.
Hi, Jamal.
That's weird. It should let you do it. That's just odd. Because that's what I get when I click on it. I don't know anybody else's. I don't know why anybody else's. Anyway, back to our topic. Yes, I mean, they are decimated. And Tannehill's doing the best he can. You know, he can only do so much of what he's got. So, and if you don't have your top two receivers on the field, you're not going to do very well. Plus, your
once they lost Derrick Henry, you can see the balance just shift downward.
Yeah, because Derrick Henry was 75% of their offense, to be honest. Mm-hmm. He was.
Not only that, but he commanded defenses load the box.
Yes.
In order to try to stop him, which made it easier for receivers to create separation in one-on-ones.
And then he ran through them like a wrecking ball through a brick wall.
Yep. Yeah, and I have not seen or heard from Beejman. I didn't even know he was on Facebook. I don't even know what his nickname is, so I don't know.
But, you know, you lose, you get those kind of losses. I mean, come on, this team came into the season with high hopes. Derrick Henry, Julio Jones, A.J. Brown. And they really haven't had those guys on the field a whole lot.
No, they haven't.
Does that make, since Tennessee's on a spiral down, does that make Indianapolis the favorite in the AFC South?
I would say yes.
Probably now, yes. Even though they lost today, they put up a fight, and they easily could have won that game if they didn't give Tom Brady so much time on the clock. And if they could have stopped Leonard Fournette for a change, but that's what's happening with Tennessee. Houston's not even a consideration. I think Indianapolis now has the inside track.
It's a good point, Brett.
Well, yeah, when your number one running back is Deontay Foreman, who wasn't even in football until what, 3 weeks ago?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was out of the game. And then on top of that, they bring some guy up from the practice squad, and he's averaged 18 fantasy points in his first 2 games. Dontre Hilliard. So
Jarvis!
They're trying, but there's other teams out there that just have a bit more of an edge going on right now that are just hot.
Yeah.
Tampa, Green Bay,
New England.
It's just, some teams are just hot right now.
Yeah.
I mean, with all that, look out for Kansas City. They started warming up some.
Yeah, let me ask you this, Eliot. What's going on with the Chargers? They go into Denver and get their asses kicked today in Denver.
Well, don't forget that the Broncos kicked the Cowboys' ass in Texas, dude. Denver has a legit defense. They just have an erratic offense because Bridgewater sometimes can be erratic.
Bridgewater went down for a little bit today, and then of course he came back.
Locke came in for a little while.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: newsflash. The Los Angeles Chargers suck on the road.
That's been their historic. Yeah, that's been the way they are historically. Yes,
they sucked on the road.
They sucked when they were the San Diego Chargers back when Philip Rivers was running the team
on the road.
Yes,
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a stigma that it's a
further east they went, the worse it goes.
And that's what's wrong with them, because they got a good defense.
Yeah.
But that offense is the only consistent thing in that. The only 2 consistent things in that offense are Keenan Allen and Austin Eckler.
Yeah, Eckler.
Because even Herbert isn't. Herbert
had an off day today, a big time, way off day today.
Well, he just had an off day the other day too. He had less than 10 fantasy points. Yeah. I mean, he's still not that legit franchise quarterback yet. The one you can count on in pretty much every situation.
Right.
And he can't win on the road. And if he does, it's not by much.
Right.
So, and they definitely don't win when they come back east.
No, not when they come to the East Coast. No, absolutely not.
And if you can't win on the road, I mean, you just make it harder on yourself.
Oh,
you freaking missed it! Jesus Christ!
Hey, what's Scott, can I ask you something about your awesome Buffalo, the Browns here? Can I ask you a question about them? Is that like an ode to their old uniforms or something? Putting electrical
1946,
tape,
the 46 uniforms, yes.
The electrical tape on the side of their helmets.
Well, as far as the numbers are concerned,
yeah, it looks like electrical tape.
I know it does.
They had the numbers on their helmets in the late 50s and early 60s.
Yeah. That's an ode to their actually.
Can they like just do the world a favor? Maybe in the off season, and I know. Why don't you just get a damn logo? Put a dog on the side of it.
Nope.
Like,
the dog is. Have you seen the one with the dog? I've posted it before.
That'd be great, man.
It's pretty awesome.
Put a dog on it. Man.
It's not up to me, and it's not. You don't need no.
So stupid, man.
Well, they got a number on their helmet tonight.
We don't even have a logo. We're cool. Like, it's
we're going to put some retarded looking number on here.
The ugliest 2 colors known to the human race, like that like poop brown and like poop orange together.
And they can't put a logo on it to offset it.
Yeah, like they can't put like a yellow or a purple in there, to make it a little flashy. It's got to be like the.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Like put a logo, man. It's a shit stain helmet. That's exactly
Brett,
what it
go
is.
Go fuck yourself, all right? I'm just saying.
When you look like shit, you play like shit.
Did you see that throw that Baker just did? Like, where the hell was that going?
Yeah, I know.
But the funniest thing about the Browns is that they're going to pay him. I bet you they will.
They would be so stupid to do.
They're going to. They're going because they'll be like, who else do we get? Like,
Who
what's
else is there, John?
That's what I'm saying. Who are you going to get? What's the big free agent?
I mean, there's no free agent, and what's going to come to Cleveland? Number one,
Like Aaron Rodgers is not coming to Cleveland.
No,
right?
And number two, the draft class coming out of college this year sucks. But they're not going to be in the top of the draft because they're middle of the pack team. Yeah.
They're suffering from Buffalo Bills-ism. That's been the Buffalo Bills for the past 10 years. 7-9, 9-7, 9-7.
Middle of the pack in the draft, they can't get a decent quarterback in there, right?
Yeah. Anyways, thanks for listening.
Well, that's the rumor. That's the rumor, Brett. The locker rooms as with throws like that, it won't be too much longer before.
You know what?
Yeah, and what's his wife like working on social media too? Like,
not journalists and not from the Browns locker room. So
if he throws like that, that just might happen.
Bro, that wasn't even close, man. That was like watching that Kirk Cousins throw. I think it was in the first quarter today.
I refer you back to that billboard that they put up in Cincinnati. Yeah, but you're probably right. Cleveland's gonna unload millions on them, and they'll stay Cleveland. They'll be the good old Browns for many years to come with Baker Mayfield.
It's okay.
I'll still be here rooting for him. I don't care. I've been here
for
50
You're a glutton
years.
for punishment.
Masochists do exist. I get
Absolutely.
it.
Yes.
Masochists, yeah, I get it, dude.
They were talking on ESPN radio a couple of days ago about Baker and saying that he's got so many injuries right now, they probably just should sit him for the rest of the season. Let him heal for a while.
He's his own worst enemy.
Well,
you know what, Brett? I'm going to block you from going forward. I'm just saying. I'm going to block you from now on. I can't.
Why? It's funny, man. That's some
no lies detected, man.
Baker's.
Maybe I should start drinking again.
Baker, are you trying to say that Baker is lowering himself to a Zach Wilson level? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, Zach balled out tonight, did he? I don't even know.
Not really. He was mediocre. Even though
it depends on what you consider balling out for Zach Wilson.
Well, that's against.
After all, he did throw an interception off one of his own players' back today. So I mean, come on.
No, it was a fumble. It was a fumble.
No, he threw it. He threw it forward. It hit the player's back, and the other.
I understand, but it wasn't an interception because the guy didn't step in front of it. Because it was a shovel, it hit his back, and then it fell to the ground.
No, it did not.
And the guy picked it up.
No, it did not. The defender picked it out of midair off his back.
Did he?
Yes. It was an interception off his own
so
player's
he made
back.
a rookie mistake.
Oh!
Yeah.
Miles Garrett, baby. Sack number 14.
That's the definition of back shoulder throw.
Oh! With authority and even. Oh!
Dude. I don't know what Lamar was doing there, man. That was like that looked like Big Ben back in the pocket, man.
Boom! Yes. Rookie mistake.
He lost sight. He lost sight of Garrett. I don't know how you do that, but
number 14 from Miles Garrett. Yes.
Hello, my name is Miles Garrett. Here, let me help you up.
You know what? Actually, honestly, I think that the Browns helmet would look better if it was brown with orange accent.
No.
Yes.
No.
It's
Yes.
orange.
I don't like the orange helmets. I don't like the orange helmets. They look like fucking erasers, yo. Eraser heads.
That guy down.
Ben is an ass. I'm wondering if she's talking about Ben Roethlisberger, or maybe she's talking about
Ben is ass. He's not an ass. He is ass.
Yes.
Ben needs to retire.
Yes,
that's what Ben needs to do.
Before he gets killed.
Ben needed to retire before this season, but he wanted to collect his paycheck. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to get his last cash in before you hung him up.
Yes,
and that's what's costing the Steelers right now. He has no business playing this game. Did you see that one play a few weeks ago where he tripped over his own feet?
Yes.
Rolling out to the right? Yeah, Ben's an ass all over the place. You're right.
I think he just got a cleat in his leg.
But hey, you know, some horses are more stubborn than others.
Well, he should have retired after getting whipped in the playoffs.
But here's the thing: who do you have to replace him? And I think that's what's been holding the Steelers back. Do they really want to turn over the reins of the franchise to Mason Rudolph?
Let's do it. I'm for it, man.
Or the guy they got from Washington who was with Ohio State.
Dwayne Haskins.
Dwayne Haskins. Thank you, Eliot. Yes. Mason Rudolph or Dwayne Haskins.
Dude, he's
so
weird.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're going to bring Ben out on a wheelchair if they have to. Because he's still better in a wheelchair than those two guys are with two legs.
Roll his ass out.
You know? So, but now they pretty much got no choice but to either go get a quarterback
or draft
you know
one,
what
which there really isn't anything.
or draft one.
Let me tell you what.
Find one.
Let me tell you what it's like watching the Steelers carry Ben Roethlisberger like they have been here lately. It's like watching Weekend at Bernie's. they're carrying a corpse around.
They got to keep picking him up off the ground, man.
The only thing they haven't done is staple a toupee to his head.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
You guys are so mean to Ben. What has Ben ever done to you?
But look, whoever thought that Ben Roethlisberger was going to be a Hall of Fame caliber quarterback coming out of college? Who really thought that?
Miami University.
Yeah, Miami of Ohio.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Not Miami University, not the U.
Miami of Ohio.
Of Ohio. Okay? Nobody knew who Ben Roethlisberger was, really.
He won
the Steelers did.
He won a bowl game.
But
that's the first time I'd ever seen him was when he played in the
and he became a
bowl
Hall
in
of
Detroit.
Famer. Who says they can't? Who says
Motor
they
City
can't
Bowl,
find somebody like that in the draft this year? You know what I'm saying? Somebody that supposedly unknown but does well enough to be a good NFL. I mean, come on. There could be another Mac Jones out there somewhere. Just saying.
Yeah, well, Cam showed that he still sucks today too. So I mean, but granted, I have to give.
Dude, what was his passer rating? 6.7,
something like that. But then again,
bottom line is
that Carolina doesn't have an offensive line.
That Panthers offensive line is shit.
Yeah, I mean that's yeah.
Okay, and they're either getting players hurt or they're getting stomped on all game long. The quarterback's taking hits that they shouldn't take, and there's just nothing. There's no fluidity to that offense.
Right.
There's so many holes on that offensive line.
At this point, Bradshaw's an upgrade from Ben right now. That's what I'm saying. At 70-something years old.
Bradshaw. Yeah, I don't know about that, but you know, we could always try to take Terry's money.
Truth.
Scary Terry.
But
you came down a little bit.
Yeah, offensive line is important.
Yeah, I mean, Cam is suffering from a bad offensive line play. Plus, I mean, he's just not what he used to be. I mean, he's shown some spurts and some moments, but I mean, for the most part, he still can't throw the football. He really can't.
What made Ben successful? The fact that he could hum a football, okay,
and his offensive line,
and that he can stay upright and shake people off and extend plays.
Well, not only that, but he's always had a great.
He can't do that no more. He trips over his own feet.
Right, but he's always had a great running game too, except for the last couple of years. I mean, and then they
Najee Harris ain't bad.
Well, I'm not saying that Najee's been good this year, but it's still. I mean, Ben can't throw the ball anymore, and he can't.
Ben cannot.
Baker, almost got smoked.
Ben can no longer elude the defenders the way he used to.
He does not have his mobility. He does not have his mobility at all. Not at all.
Well, not even that.
He has the mobility of a light
Ben is not exactly the most mobile quarterback. His thing was his strength. People couldn't bring him down.
Yeah, true.
That's what his strength was. The power that his upper body, man, you just couldn't bring him down. And he'd wind up extending plays that no other quarterback that wasn't built like that could do.
Yeah.
And that's what made him successful. Now he no longer has that gun in his holster. Because he can't stay upright, he can't elude defenders. And in the end, that's going to affect his passing ability. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
I think the whole demise started when the whole, Le'Veon and Antonio Brown collapses. I think that's when the Steelers started to experience a nosedive, so to speak.
Right.
Because Ben no longer had the weapons that he was used to having, even though I believe that he was partly responsible for their departure.
Yeah.
So Ben did it to himself, from what I understand. His ego was just too much that nobody else wanted to be around.
Oh, Conklin's down again. Jesus God, he just came back this week.
Who?
Conklin, offensive line.
That's him bow well for Baker.
Did you see Baker take off on that scramble a few minutes ago?
He's limping. Yeah, I saw it.
He was limping too, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jack.
This guy's toast.
He's coming back from a hyperextended elbow.
Y'all better fire up Case Keenum, because
No, it's not. No, this is Jack Conklin. He's the left. He's the right tackle. Right tackle.
No, I'm talking about because Baker could get hurt if he doesn't have his offensive line hurt worse than what he.
Oh, Baker just got hurt trying to scramble.
Well, I guess he already got a bad foot. He may just re-aggravated it is all.
Yeah, but one injury leads to aggravating another injury.
He's playing with a separated and a torn. He's playing with a torn labrum.
I understand. He's
long.
playing with a torn labrum in his shoulder, which affects the balance he's used to with his body. That's going to affect things like his feet.
Accuracy.
You know what I'm saying? He's got to favor the shoulder, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like when you favor one leg over the other, the other leg is going to put you in a limp situation. You know what I'm saying? And that when you have pain in one leg, you favor the leg that's in pain,
right?
And it winds up creating pain in other places.
Yep.
Because you're overcompensating.
Yep.
And he's got so many injuries that any move he makes is diminished.
Yeah.
Because he's not as full.
I was kind of hoping the Browns would do well this year, but the injuries have freaking taken their toll on the entire team, not just Baker. It's been the whole team. So I mean, Kareem Hunt came back just this week. So I mean,
hey, Scott, you fell for the paper dream.
No, I did not. No, I did not. Go back to August. I said, I see it on paper. Let's see it on the field. And that's what I said. I did not buy into all the hype. I was excited and optimistic.
Can we roll the tape about the braggadocious way he was talking about that damn defense?
Oh, yeah.
Braggadocious.
Very much so. Best defense. The front four was amazing.
Yeah, we got the best defense. The Browns have made this defense is going to be the best in the league. According to you, it was going to be as good as the Ravens from 2000. You know what I'm saying? It was paper, dude. You fell for the paper trap.
This guy can't even walk.
Because not all paper.
Guy named
has
Blake.
the same chemistry. Paper doesn't create chemistry, homie.
This is exciting.
Oh boy, that was productive.
Check down Baker.
Check
down Baker. It's okay, Scott. It's okay, buddy. Don't worry. There's always next year, Browns fans.
We've been hearing next year since 1999.
I hear you.
Check out the Kurt Warner movie.
No, I have not checked out the word. Is that
No,
Apple?
it doesn't come out till Christmas. I think.
Is that like an Apple TV kind of thing?
No, it's
Or is it theaters?
It's in theaters. It's in theaters.
They made a movie.
Yeah.
Out of Kurt
Warner's career, yeah.
Yes.
Career,
Kurt
'cause he
Warner's
was
life. Life
he-
and career.
because he was packing groceries and then became a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
A
Yes.
Hall of Fame quarterback.
Hall of Fame quarterback, yes.
I'm here for it. I ain't
We
watching it.
We've got Dennis Quaid playing Dick Vermeil.
Yep.
Oh, good God.
I think it's
Wow.
gonna be. I like the idea of the movie. I'm gonna watch it.
If Kevin Costner is not playing the general manager of the Cleveland Browns, I ain't watching it. Vontae Mack, no matter what.
Right?
Wow, he threw a ball.
Pass interference.
Yep,
There it is.
There it is. That was very suspect pass interference, but whatever.
Shut up, Olsen.
Dude, he didn't have his back turned to him. Let's
Oh,
see. Let's get a
God.
replay. I have it playing on my phone here, so let's have a look. Let's have a look. See.
I knew tonight was going to beat up on Scott night. I knew it. I knew it all too well. Especially
Hey,
last half hour of the show.
anytime you have a Cleveland game going and the show
Bro,
going,
what is that pass interference?
Because he had his arms around him. God, look at that.
No,
Come
Oh my
on.
gosh, dude, that's like he touched his back. He wasn't holding him down.
Who's holding his hand? Thank you, Kat.
oh, there's an offside penalty.
Go, Nick.
Jeez,
Offside.
unbelievable.
Oh.
It's either that or something.
Let's not have 28 flags like the.
Oh,
the
dude,
Ravens
you know the
have.
NFL refs, man. They got to throw those flags, man.
Let me just say for the record, the officiating this year has been horrendous.
Awful. It gets
That
worse
sounds
every
like
year.
that sounds like a repeat every year, dude.
Yes.
That's what it's. I honestly think it gets worse every year. Like there's certain
you know what,
things that
guys?
just-
We haven't really talked about it on this show, but the taunting rule sucks.
Oh yeah. The
Hey,
guy
Jamal?
did you see on Thursday when homeboy ran right up to Josh Allen and headbutted him right in front of the ref, and the ref
Nothing
was like,
done.
the ref
Hey,
like he showed the camera angle, and the ref's like,
Hey Jamal, just to answer your question, why is it everyone versus Scott every time the Browns play?
Because that's what makes the show that much more.
Because
that's what makes it
because
fun, bro.
Scott makes it fun to make fun of him when it comes to the Browns when they fail. Because he's the loudest horn in the group when they're doing well.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We saw that last year.
Yeah, yes.
He was on top of the mountain. Now he's trying to find his way out of the mountain. Because it's looking kind of bleak for the Browns this year. No chemistry, Holmes. No chemistry.
No, man, there ain't, and it starts with leadership. I think their head coach is the wide receiver killer, and I think that Baker's not the answer.
Ken, I'm ignoring your tweet, by the way.
That's okay. Oh, what's the tweet? I gotta see this then, man.
The second one or the first one.
He just tagged me. Yes.
Pretty funny. Talking about the Ravens throwback uniforms.
What would the Ravens throwback uniforms look like?
Cleveland Browns.
Isn't this like Cleveland versus Cleveland, Browns versus
Yes.
Browns, or something like that?
Oh God.
One of those teams has 2 championships.
That's a good tag, bro. That's the best.
But
No, just what Ken put on Twitter.
oh, okay.
Watching the Steelers carry Ben Roethlisberger is like watching Weekend at Bernie's. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Ben is dead man walking, dude.
He's a dead man dragon.
Somebody.
Yeah, I don't even think he's walking, man. It just looked like a tree. Like when he starts falling, it's like
like an old oak tree that's
yeah, man.
decayed and falling apart. And
See, Scott, we don't just pick on the Browns. We pick on the Steelers too.
I love it when the Steelers get picked on.
I wish there was a Patriots fan other than Bill that we could like pick on a little, like just talk smack about it,
He's not here tonight.
And Bill was here. Bill was here to let us know who was the first in the AFC East.
Bill is very diplomatic about the way he goes.
He is. He just says, I love the Buffalo Bills. That's what he says to shut me up.
His trash talk is of diplomatic status. You know what I'm saying?
Very much.
He doesn't make you want to talk shit back.
Yeah, it's very Switzerland. Yeah, Demarcus Cousins is the most obsolete news piece of ever. Demarcus Cousins.
Boogie Cousins?
Who?
Yeah,
Boogie Cousins.
Yeah.
Boogie. Yeah. Like these guys just chase rings. Oh, I'm going to go sign with the Nets. Oh, I'm going to sign with the Lakers. Oh, I'm going to sign with the Bucks now because they got Giannis. It's like, you know what? Be like Bradley Beal, man. Stick it out.
I don't care what anybody says. You got to watch out for them Phoenix Suns, yo. 16 straight.
Yep.
Yeah, Washington don't look bad either, man.
16 straight.
Well, Devin Booker, man, is the truth.
They were 1-3 to start the season. They're 17-3 now.
No, I'm all for it, man. I love those little small market teams that do good. That's why I cheer for Milwaukee, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
There's a lot of Major League Baseball action today too, as far as trades and signings.
Marcus Semien decided to take his talents to Texas. That was awesome.
To the Rangers?
Yes.
To the Rangers for 7 years.
Why does anybody ever sign with the Rangers?
It's a good question.
They get lost. They get lost
in Arlington and doesn't even know.
I mean, it's like going to the black hole.
Yeah,
when you go to Texas,
bro, and it's a 7-year deal. He's 31. It's not like
it's where your careers end.
Yes, Brett just brought it up. Corey Kluber has signed with the Rays.
Ask Prince Fielder how his time was spent in Texas. Didn't work out so well.
Yes, former Cy Young winner signs with the Rays. It's an $8 million deal.
All I know is that the Jays got a lot of money now. They better freaking sign Mr. Ray to a nice big fat contract because he won the Cy Young this year. So, like, holy crap, pay the man.
Losing Semien is a big deal, though.
It is, but you know what? It's you weren't going to sign both of them. There's no way. And I would rather have pitching. I would rather have the pitching. Our offense is not the problem in Toronto. It's pitching. So,
if it might be worth the deal for Tampa if Corey Kluber can stay healthy. He hasn't proven he can do that.
Yeah, he hasn't proven he can do that in recent years. I mean, he did throw a no-hitter last year.
And again, when you start getting injuries, it usually never stops.
Right. Keep in mind, though, Eliot, he did throw a no-hitter for the Yankees last year.
Well, he did. I get that.
Yeah.
And that was the highlight of his season, but he wasn't around enough to make his signing worth anything.
No, he had issues last year as far as injuries are concerned.
Yeah. But he's had issues every year over the last three seasons.
Yep.
That means that his body is breaking down.
Yep.
And he can't withstand the marathon that is 162.
Well, his best years were behind him when he left Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean,
absolutely. So, I mean, Tampa, they'll go out and sign anybody, really, just to get some bodies in their bullpen.
They have to, because no one will want to play there with the 15 fans that show up every
They show up at the rodeo.
You ain't lying, John. You ain't lying.
At the rodeo arena?
I mean,
hey, watch what happens when they go to Montreal, though.
They won the division last year, yet they still can't get fans to come to the game. So
watch what happens when they go to
Montreal. They'll sell out in Canada. They'll be selling out in Canada. Every game sold out.
Well, there goes Lamar, 3rd and 8. Oh, wow, dude, you screwed that up.
He had a first down. He had
a first down. He went backwards.
There goes another flag. News flash.
What a shock.
Jerome Lawrence, what you got to say, homie?
Flag get thrown at the guy's feet.
What the hell? Cleveland against the West once again.
Pass interference against. We'll make up a number. That's like when the Bills played and Trubisky was on COVID list and they gave him a penalty. That's the quality of referee.
Oh, they picked the flag up, John. They picked it up.
What a shock! Yeah, this guy had a first down, man. Like right there, catch it. And then he goes
wait a
backwards.
minute. I mean, how many times do they have to rub his face mask?
Well, it really wasn't a face mask. It was just a glancing blow.
No, really
Oh, yeah, but they'll throw a glancing blow to the quarterback. They'll throw a 800-yard penalty.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can beat the hell out of another guy's head.
You guys see Josh Allen get undercut?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they didn't call that?
How about Vita Vea losing a tooth in the Bucks game today, too?
That was
Vita
fun.
Vea?
That was, Vita Vea lost a tooth. He didn't lose it. He broke a tooth because his helmet slipped up on his head, and he got hit in the mouth with a helmet.
And the tooth goes flying.
Broke
It was
his teeth
great.
in half. Broke one of his front teeth in half. And he was freaking smiling on the sidelines after.
Yeah, I know.
The blood coming out of his mouth and shit.
We don't talk smack about Brady anymore because he plays for Tampa.
Yeah, man. I like Tom now, man. Yay, Tom.
We don't even have a beef with Bill when it comes to Tom Brady anymore.
Oh, I hate Bill. I hate the Patriots, man, with a passion. I don't know about you guys. I guess because you guys aren't in the AFC East, you had to deal with these jackholes for the past.
Yeah, it's more
30
talking
years.
smack about the Patriots, not Brady.
Yeah. Wow, I can't tell you how exciting this first quarter has been, man. Wow.
Oh, man. This is NFL playoff caliber football, right?
Oh, my God. What the hell's going on here?
Ravens have 12 men on the field, and they still got 12.
Didn't they? Why is it 4th and 2? I thought they got that first down.
Something happened on that previous play. I don't know what happened.
They reversed it. Referee reversed it.
Oh my gosh, man.
What the hell?
Dude, this is just look at these guys are just the most stunned group of
Jesus.
How,
all right, on that note, guys, we're close enough. 9:00. Let's close it up for the night.
Well, you having a stressful night already, Scott?
So I can wallow in my misery for the remainder of the evening.
He's done listening to us talking.
I'm gonna wallow in my misery alone for the remainder of the night and drown in my water. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. You know,
It could be worse. It could always be worse.
Yeah, they could go 0-16 again like they did 3 years ago. You never know.
Hey, then you just finish first overall again and get Baker Mayfield in the draft.
Or we could be the Jets. You never know. So, it is what it is, even though they won today. All right, guys. You have a great week.
Don't be afraid to tell someone you love them this week.
Exactly.
Right.
Happy Hanukkah to everyone that's Jewish.
Yes.
Happy Hanukkah.
Now what the hell's going on?
They just penalized the Browns and gave the Ravens a first down.
12 men on the field. Browns. Oh,
too many men on the field.
All right, I've seen enough.
They're trying to get a great
week.
They're trying to get him the advantage any way they can.
We'll see y'all next Sunday. We're out of here for one more week, and I'll wallow in my misery. Peace out. At least the Browns are off next week.
That means they can't lose.
Right.